Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The strongest strain of the coronavirus makes its way into the CNMI. Also tonight, a man is accused of sexual abuse. And police are hunting down the thief of San Jose. In sports, 7-Eleven, not a good dice roll for one soccer team. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Good morning, Kiko. I am here at Docomo Wallarai branch. The Docomo staff here are super helpful with my appointment. They take good care of me in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for helping me out downloading and using the Skip Lino app. I can take care of all my Docomo needs. No need to wait in line with the Skip Lino app. We love you, Docomo Pacific. Better together.
I would recommend websites like the CDC website, Mayo Clinic website, any established hospital system or healthcare system. I suspect that Kaiser has a lot of information out there. I would go to known websites, WebMD, Healthline. They all have a lot of information that is reliable and well thought out. I would much less go to blogs and the individuals who are looking at it from their own perspective and not necessarily science.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works.
Opioid misuse can lead to death.
If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, August 6, 2021. The CNMI has one confirmed case of the Delta variant. Hospital chief says vaccination is needed now more than ever. The result of a COVID-19 specimen that was sent to CDC back in early July has been identified as the Delta variant. The specimen came from a traveler from the United States who tested positive upon arrival into the CNMI. The traveler was quarantined and had no close contacts who tested positive for the virus. The Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation and the Governor's COVID-19 Task Force has recently stated that there is no current risk to the public.
They're considered recovered, so there is an incubation period, the 14 days. So based on that, they're also looking at symptoms, right? So that you have a medical team that is assessing them daily, and then basically, as at the end of the day, you're going to have to let them go. the positive, and that's the other thing too. Somebody may have a load in them, and they may be shedding, the viral load, but they are based on information from CDC. And again, this is something that has been based on a lot of data from CDC studies, is that these individuals are considered non-infectious.
Concerns among community members are on the fact that the CNMI has just restarted tourism. Hospital Chief Esther Munoz states individuals who may carry the Delta variant will most likely be coming from the mainland.
Using the CDC's database, we can tell, that it is very closely related to a specimen reported in Kansas and collected in the beginning of June 2021. So epidemiological evidence indicates that transmission of the Delta variant occurred while the traveler was in the United States. As the Delta variant now accounts for an estimated 93% of COVID-19 cases in the United States, it is likely that incoming passengers from the US will continue to be identified with this variant.
During this pandemic, we know that nothing is certain. Munoz says that with this new development, a lot can change.
People have talked about travel, talked about, what are we doing about the borders? Is the possibility of basically putting everyone back into quarantine, even though you're fully vaccinated? Absolutely. I think that's a step that I've already discussed with the task force, and it is something that if we have to, we will do so.
Munoz also encourages the community to inform them if they know any incoming travelers who are breaking quarantine protocols.
And we expect people to comply, continue to comply with the protocols. We're talking about restriction of movement. Follow those restriction of movements. Masking up. We need people to start masking up even indoors. And if you know someone who's recently traveled and you see them, report to us, because we are not going to play around with this. If you just arrived, you have 5 days to restrict your movement and follow the mask requirement, following the 3 W's, so that we can ensure that the people you work with and the people your family are also protected.
And the best way to safeguard the community?
We didn't put out the Delta variant to scare people. It's the fact of the matter is that it is a problem if we don't have immunity in this community. And this is, again, these viruses, basically what they do is that they get tougher. And then they are, again, this is Delta. Because of the fact that continues to spread. So what happens is it continues to spread, and then it becomes more transmissible because there's more people that are not vaccinated. But by having more people vaccinated, you are basically giving the defense against this variant and any other new variant that may come up with.
Currently, the CNMI has a 72.7% of a fully vaccinated community. 80% is the goal of a herd immunity here in the CNMI. A 61-year-old male who is accused of sexual abuse of a minor is brought back to the Department of Correction after failing to post bail this afternoon. Renato Tabuena is being charged with sexual abuse of a minor in the 3rd degree, indecent exposure in the 2nd degree, and disturbing the peace. Judge Joseph Camacho set a $15,000 bail, which Tabuena failed to post. He has been reprimanded back to the Department of Corrections. According to court documents, police was dispatched to Canat Tabla on August 3rd after receiving a complaint of a sexual abuse of a minor. The victim, who was 13 years old, told officers she was outside her apartment playing with the cats when Tabuena allegedly inappropriately touched her on her chest area. The victim stated she moved his hand, but he tried to do it again. Tabuena then allegedly grabbed her arm and placed it on his inner thigh. The victim states Tabuena also showed her his private part. A preliminary hearing has been set for August 12. Lots of buzz around the community are about the local stimulus anticipated to come out this month. But before we get there, Finance Secretary would like to inform the community that the federal stimulus are still rolling out. The CNMI Department of Finance is urging those who haven't received any of the first 3 stimulus checks to submit their requirements so they can issue the checks out. Finance Secretary David Atelig.
You still can claim foreign and we do have the funds for that. So make sure that you file the supplemental forms with your tax returns. And if you haven't done it and you did just your returns, you can still come in to Revenue Tax and submit that supplemental form so that we can get you the stimulus.
The federal stimulus checks will most likely be mailed together with the tax refunds. ATLIC states they are releasing checks almost every week.
Now, we did the large batches in the early days of July. And so what we're doing is our staff is still working on inputting and making sure that if should you have an error-free tax return entered in the system, we will enter and send payments to the taxpayers every week.
ATLIC states the department has been busy juggling with tax refunds, federal stimulus, local stimulus, and the advanced child tax credit all at once. But they continue to stay in communication with their federal partners to make all of these possible.
I want to remind the community and our taxpayers that are expecting to receive these monthly tax credits or child tax credits that they be patient with us as we are waiting for IRS and the CNMI Revenue Tax Office to finalize the agreement that allows us to distribute these monthly checks.
ATLIC states the CNMI has done its part and submitted comments to the IRS. The IRS says they will give their answer before August 15.
And IRS has shared that they would be getting this information to us hopefully before August 15. We get an answer and that we can start receiving funds from IRS. Keep in mind, we do not have these funds on island.
Just like the federal stimulus checks, the funds were given to the CNMI by the U.S. Treasury with approval from the IRS.
So as soon as we receive the word and the funds come in from IRS and the U.S. Treasury, we will be releasing the first month or possibly the 2 months in the first initial payment, because originally it's supposed to go out July 15 and every 15th of the month through December. So we're hoping and praying that we get this funds in before August 15, and we will distribute at least the first 2 months of their monthly check.
The local stimulus is also expected to be distributed this month. More on that story Monday. The police are in pursuit of the San Jose market thief. Security cameras caught an unidentified individual snooping around San Jose market at around 1 a.m. on Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. The footage shows the suspect walking through the aisles before making his way to the cash registers. More than $5,000 was reported stolen. In the video, the suspect is using a red hat, gray hoodie, white face mask, black shorts, and black slippers. The police are asking if anyone who recalls seeing an individual that matched the description to call the authorities right away. Any information on the incident or knowledge of the whereabouts of the missing cash, please call 911. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can call the Crime Stoppers hotline at 234-7272. Crime Stoppers pays up to $1,000 for any information leading to an arrest. Coming up is another one of our Friday Jams. Stay tuned.
I am the I in CNMI, We are a team, and you cannot spell team without me. M-E. Get a shot and opportunity to set the CNMI free from COVID-19. See? So let's go for a save, a strikeout, a knockout punch. That's our goal. V for victory. V for vaccinate. Let's make this a team win, and we can all celebrate. All workers have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards and comply with applicable OSHA standards, including proper reporting of injuries. Training needs to be done in a language and vocabulary employees can understand, and an OSHA information poster must be displayed prominently in the workplace. Workers, you have the right to raise a safety or health concern with your employer or OSHA without being retaliated against, and request an OSHA consultation of your workplace if you believe there are unsafe or unhealthy conditions. OSHA can help. Free assistance to identify and correct hazards is available to small and medium-sized employers without citation or penalty. So look out, speak up, and stay safe. Job safety and health, it's not only good practice, it's the law. Check out OSHA.gov or call 664-3154 or 3155.
So up until now, the only ways we've had to fight COVID are closing things down, which has been really hard on people here in the CNMI. A lot of people have lost jobs, a lot of people have lost incomes, and although it's been effective, it's not sustainable. It's not something we can do forever. Vaccination is a way for us to safely resume a lot of those things that bring vibrancy to the CNMI, to hopefully reopen to tourism in some safe capacity, to get people back to work in various service industries.
$2,500. That's what's up for grabs when the road to 80 continues with this week's featured sponsor, POI Aviation. Watch the next drawing Thursday, August 5th on the Road to 80 CNMI Facebook page. Register for your shot today at vaccinatecnmi.com or call 682-SHOT. The Road to 80 is brought to you by the Office of the Governor, COVID-19 Task Force, Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, Joe 10 Enterprises, Bridge Capital, TAN Holdings, and more.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Our Friday special treat for you is a song about Chamorro canoes. The original writer of the song is David Goffigan from Guam, but tonight we feature Eric Regis and his rendition of the song. Enjoy.
What is an half a day? Sina kanta ni pa be kantaji amju tinigi David Goffigan itu nada go Chamogi itu nada y canta Tuleti. Gulani palma dan gumupulugi langit. Itasi janita nui hadin gita paraisu. Puntan jan funa es gayun hamodna inenra inaan munai amini animu para tatulu modna igaladi. Hulani paluma dan gumupuhulu gilangi. Itasi dan itanu wihadin gidza paraisu. Maila manyeluta tataron rayan pitasa sa fumati na seswi higwina hata para tatulu bod na igaladi. Hulani paluma dan gumupuhulu gilangi. Itasidan ni tanui hadinhid sa paraiso. Puntan dyan funa es gayon hamod na hinana inangan mo na haminian mo para tatulog bod na igalagi. Hula ni palumadan gumupuhulugin langit. Itasidan ni tanui hadinhid sa marionas. May laman ngeluta tatagon na yan tita sa fumatinas esti higuin na hata para tatulog mod na igalagi.
Sounds good. Sounds like the weekend to me. All right, coming up, we got one of the reasons why the NMI was able to beat Guam in soccer. Find out who and meet him next.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Drop into Shake Cafe at Gold's Gym for a quick and healthy meal. Fast food that's good for you. Our August smoothie of the month has oatmeal, peanut butter, raisins, and cinnamon. A healthy blend of 450 calories. Perfect for a meal replacement or a supplement. Shake, shake, shake it up at Gold's Gym.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
The Tan Soo Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, if I say 7-Eleven, what do you think of? A small store probably, right? Not this time. I'm talking about the M League.
7-Eleven. That's the number of players for MP United and Kanoa FC respectively at the start of this M League Premier Division face-off. So it was easy for KFC to get whistled for offside. Down by 4 players, MPU soldiers on. Welcome home John Diego Mazga and Chris Aninzo. Not the warm welcome they were hoping for. Chris, back home from England, boots the ball. He's only one hop away from the goal. You got to be ready for a surprise from his right leg. Kanoa with the shot in front of the goal, but let's say that was a little lofty aspiration. Got to take care of the ball. MPU does not. Chris comes out. The ball goes in for Rafael Saponta, his second goal of the scheme.
Whoa.
MPU retaliates the best way they know how with a goal of their own. Yoshi Mafnas finds the back of the net for their first and final score. 1-on-3 and the 3 wins. Chris makes sure of that. He doesn't mind getting down and dirty, but there's no dirt on this field. Chris comes out and the ball goes in off the foot of Andrew Omalau.
Hey.
Don't throw shade at MPU. Tough to play 7 against 11. MPU concedes after one half, down 3-1.
You know, the NMI did okay in soccer on the training trip to Guam. They had a 3-3 draw and a 2-1 win. Here's one of the reasons why we got that victory.
Talent without working is nothing. Cristiano Ronaldo. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. NMIFA's aggressive recruiting is one of the reasons the program was able to expand so quickly. Brian Lubau, he's a prime example.
At first, people from Kanoa FC, they came to Dorbisar, which where it's good at, and they're handing out like forms to join their club because they're still new. So I grabbed one and went home and asked my mom to sign it for me. So I said, okay.
The island's small population gives our players opportunities to advance more than other places.
Yeah, like it gives you experience when you're that young. It exposes you to like different types of levels. There's men's league, there's youth league, and from a young age, I started playing men's league at 12, at 13. So it gave me good experience growing up.
The past several years have seen a steady stream of players advancing to the next level off-island. Count Brian is one of those that has high hopes now.
Hopefully I can go pro, maybe play in Europe or in Asia and Japan, like that. And probably go college as well.
The NMI is at a point where players don't need to look off-island for their heroes. They can find them right here.
Many like players from Island is going to college, like Sebastian Manabat. He's like one of my teammates from Kanoa. He helped me like grow from a young man to now. So watching him go to college, like it gives me motivation and like it inspires me to drive myself to higher levels.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
You may wonder, where do we get the top plays of the week? Well, we have to admit they are imported, and this week they're imported from Japan, Oleai, and Coblerville.
Coming in at number 3, Shirley Jones wins the Old Aces Golf Tournament and let her husband Ben take the award for her. How nice.
Goes to not Mr. Jones, but Shirley Jones.
Coming in at number 2, it's Isaiah Hossein and Philip Magino, each scoring 6 goals in one game. That's 4 hat tricks, boys. And coming in at number 1, it's our man in Tokyo, NMI Athletics Secretary General and Oceania Athletics President Robin Sapong, handing out medals at the Olympics. We say, Robin, don't give them all away. Keep one for yourself and bring it on home.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
We're in a race whether we know it or not.
And build a new normal.
Pinapamalit si Piel.
Let's vaccinate, CNMI.
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Marianas Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Marianas Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com. Do you have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.? At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term, daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today.
It was hotter in Tokyo today than it was on Saipan. 92 in Tokyo, and it's only 88 here. The low 77, humidity 80%. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and rain. Southeast winds 10 to 15, high 89, low 79, seas 4 to 5 feet. Sunrise 6 straight up. There's a low tide at 15 past 1 in the afternoon, and then sunset Saturday at 6:44. It's official. The weekend begins right now. Have a great one. Have a safe one. See you back here, CNMI, Monday.